Hello there, welcome to the Perfume Experience. Welcome back to another video related to fragrances today, and we are going to do a first impressions of a new discovery set that's been launched from the house of Upsilon, and this is called the premium fragrance set. So this I happened to see a few days back on Facebook, and I saw there were some ads and it looked interesting because they have a different color set of fragrance bottles, and I thought, okay, we should definitely try it out, check it out. So I did get this from Amazon for about 899 rupees roughly. So I will share the link in the description in case you want to consider getting this. But let's talk about what this new set of fragrances are and how are they different. Are you getting something worthwhile? All of that in this particular video. You're watching the Perfume Experience. My name is Rodney. Let's get going right after this. Alright, welcome back, and first things first, so this is not a sponsored video from Upsilon or something. I did buy this particular fragrance set by myself, and just for the curiosity, because the last time we reviewed Upsilon's Wild Blue and Shooting Star and the other one, so I kind of liked that particular fragrance range. Surprisingly, it had good performance, so I thought, I was curious enough to try this and get this, right? So first of all, it kind of looks like this. This is the Upsilon's premium set of fragrances. Like I said, it's about 900 rupees to get the entire 4. So you get 20 ml into 4. At the back you have descriptions of the fragrances, you have the notes of the fragrances and all of that, and something very interesting as well, they've gone for some nice fragrances, in fact I would say, we can think about something like these fragrances change notes too, so that is something nice. So you will kind of get a box that looks like this, where there are 4 fragrances that are sitting in this, and you will see them in colors which is white, blue, I think some kind of burgundy and black, right? And let's talk about each one of them very quickly. Okay, so this is just the first impressions because I got this box only yesterday, so I thought let's discuss this particular fragrances now with you. I will do a detailed review at some point of time a little later when I kind of have a little more time for testing and all of that, right? Now let me tell you what each of these fragrances are first of all. Okay, so first one we'll talk about is Star. Now Star is a fragrance that actually got a good amount of fruity vibes, and if I were to tell you from notes, it's got grapefruit, mandarin orange, bergamot. Then in the heart notes it's got marine, jasmine, magnolia, and of course oak moss, patchouli and musk. Okay, so you will kind of get a sense that this is a fragrance note that you kind of know. Now what they've done is, when you put this particular fragrance on your hand, so in the first few seconds you will notice, or rather you will be able to smell a lot of spicy citrusy elements, and you also get a green herbaceous vibe as well, and that immediately transitions to a little more spicier herby green kind of a fragrance, and you will have a very familiar DNA that you know of. And this is, I feel, an inspiration from the Rasasi Hawas. Okay, so Ice especially. Okay, so Rasasi Hawas Ice has got a similar scent profile where there is that same herbaceous vibe, so that is something that you kind of get, is what I felt. I'm not saying this is a clone of that particular fragrance, but I feel the DNA is kind of inspired from that to a great extent. So if you've smelled Hawas Ice, you kind of easily recognize this particular fragrance, and you know that it is on those similar lines. So Star for me is feeling like the note behind a summer fragrance, a day wear kind of fragrance, a gym fragrance that you can kind of wear very easily and clean. So this is Star. Next, let's talk about another fragrance which I kind of liked a lot. In fact, this is this is Legend. Okay, now Legend is in this blue purple color kind of a bottle. Now this has actually got a very interesting note profile and kind of very nicely done, because this has got lemon, green herb, orange, but that's the top note. The heart notes, it's got white flowers, mango and red apple. Okay, so the mango is very key here. Woody, amber, cedar and patchouli are the base notes. Now this particular fragrance actually is, I think, of the 4 that I liked, this is something which is very unique and nice. Okay, now this kind of has got a sweet opening, it's got a little bit of a floral vibe, it's got a light hint of mango that you will smell, and immediately after a few minutes, like I said, this particular fragrance notes change and you kind of get into the heart of the fragrance, where you get a good amount of floral vibes, which has got a little bit of a sweetness, white floral vibes especially, and it smells really good. And in the dry down, like I said, you do have a woody nature like cedar and patchouli. The patchouli is not something that you get a lot, but the woody element is something that you get, and the floral notes that smell really, really nice. And this, I feel, is inspired from Stephen Humbert Lucas 77 Soleil de Jeddah, okay, which is also called Mango Kiss. This is from Centredelic. I have a small vial. I feel it is similar on the DNA. While in this, I feel the mango note is a lot more prominent. It's a lot more sweeter, fruitier. But in this, that mango note is slightly lower. But the DNA, like I said, it smells almost same to same after some time, maybe after 10-15 minutes, in the air or in the skin, you kind of smell very similar. So it's a very nice, refreshingly good take on a fruity type of a fragrance, fruity floral fragrance, especially for summer. For office wear, you want to wear something clean, something neat, something that smells very classy. You can definitely consider getting a Legend. Okay, so this is Legend. Now let's talk about another one, and this one was a mystery one for me. This is called Icon. Now this is in purple or burgundy kind of a color, or rather burgundy is what I would say. Now this has actually got some fruit notes like melon, mandarin orange, pepper, violet, aquatic, lavender, woody, musk, floral, and tonka beans. Now this one I was not able to figure out which particular fragrance this is, but what you kind of get very nicely is you get a nice watermelon, aquatic, watery type of a fruit note, and you do get some woody elements as well. I do not get the tonka beans that they're referring to in this particular fragrance, but the very opening of violet, lavender, aquatic, fruity, that element is very, very nice. I did try to see, but I think this could be leading towards Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct, but I'm not really sure. I haven't tried that particular fragrance, but this is also a very, very nice, clean, fruity type of a fragrance, very refreshingly good. And it smells actually nice. It's more lighter in the air, unlike Legend, which is a lot more denser. Okay, so yeah, you kind of get you get three different wings at this point of time. So Havas, Star is more spicy. It's got that green herbaceous nature. Then Legend is a lot more floral, fruity, and fruity, sweeter. But this, on the other hand, Icon is going towards a little more fruity element as well, but more aquatic in nature, more woody in nature, but more fruity and aquatic. That's the main point about it, right? Then the last set on this particular one is called Master. Now, Master is actually got a little more spicier element. It's got blood mandarin, grapefruit, and mint. Mint is key here. Cinnamon, spicy notes, and rose. Again, cinnamon is a key note here. Then amber, leather, woody notes, and patchouli. So there's a lot of patchouli going in most of the fragrances. This, I feel, is slightly different to the way they have kind of done. You get a sweet green apple type of an opening. You get a little bit of a rosy vibe, but then you also get a very prominent musk. You do get a sense of vanilla with a little bit of ambery element as such, and that could be mixed with cinnamon probably. So for me, I felt, I'm not too sure, but I do feel this is on the lines of Versace Eros. Okay, now I do have the flame here. I tried and checking because the flame has also got a similar spicy note of apple, pepper, and all of that. But then this one does not have that. So the Legend or the Master does not have that spicy element at the top, but Eros Flame has got a lot more spicier element. But if you take just the Eros has got that green apple mint vibe, which is similar, could be leading on to that. I am not 100% sure about it, but I feel the DNA is something that I've smelled before and I kind of know, right? So that's what I thought about Master. On the whole, I felt these are pretty refreshingly good takes of popular fragrances that they've gone for, and especially something refreshingly nice, which is a spicy element in Star, and you get a more fruitier vibe or floral vibe in Legend, and then Icon is more aquatic, watery, and then the Master is more of fruity, vanilla, cinnamon, that kind of sweet type of a fragrance. The good thing is that, like I said, one thing I noticed is this notes change that happened, which is very, very nice. So that brings a very good, refreshing take. Plus, I haven't looked at performance in terms of lasting or in terms of projection. Though with my first, take that I did yesterday and today when I tried it on, I could say that it easily does about 5-6 hours easy, which is good. But I will do a detailed review and come back to you. But if you do want to consider getting this particular discovery set, yes, you might want to consider pretty good good, refreshing, nice fragrances. You don't have that harsh synthetic alcohol type of opening as such, but otherwise I felt pretty value for money. Let me come back with a detailed review for this, and do let me know what are your thoughts about Upsilon as a house, and let me get back to you on another video. Until another time, take care, bye bye, see you.